So we want to solve this Math Olympiad problem. We have 3 to the power of m minus 2 to the power of m equal to 65. So for us to resolve this problem, let's look for a number and raise this particular 3 to the power of m to the power of that number. But that number should be equal to 1. Let's take for instance 2 over 2. So we'll raise 3 to the power of m to the power of 2 over 2, and as well raise this 2 to the power of m also to raise to the power of 2 over 2. So we then have 3 to the power of m further raised to the power 2 over 2. Now remember, this 2 over 2 is the same thing as 1 minus 2 to the power of m further raised to the power 2 over 2 equal to 65. But let's recall the law of indices, that when you have a number a to the power of m further raised to the power of n is the same as a raised to the power of n further raised to the power of m, which is also the same as a to the power of mn. So when we apply this particular rule to this place, we can now rewrite this particular figure as 3 to the power of m over 2 further raised to the power of 2 minus, we do the same thing here, we then have 2 to the power of m over 2 further raised to the power of 2 equal to 65. So from here we can actually name this particular one x and name this y. So let's 3 to the power of m over 2 be equal to x, and 2 to the power of m over 2 be equal to y. So if this is x, that means this particular thing here will now become x to the power of 2 minus, since 2 to the power of m over 2 is now y, we then have y to the power of 2 or equal to 65. But recall, when you have a to the power of 2 minus b to the power of 2, this is the same as a plus b times a minus b. Hence we now have, so when we apply this to this particular equation here, a to the power of 2 minus b to the power of 2 equals to this. That means our x squared minus y squared will now become x plus y times x minus y, or equal to 65. But we can actually split this 65 into 2. So 65 can as well be written as 13 times 5. So this equation would then become x plus y times x minus y, or equal to 13 times 5. So from here we can form two different equations from here. So this one multiplying this one, and the second variable multiplying this. So we then have x plus y equal to 13 and x minus y equal to 5, this 5 here. So let's name this one equation 1 and we'll name this one equation 2. So we are going to resolve equation 1 and equation 2 simultaneously to get our x and y. So we have x plus y equal to 13 as equation 1, and we have x minus y equal to 5 as equation 2. So solving these two equations simultaneously, we can actually subtract equation 2 from 1. So we have equation 1 minus equation 2. X minus x is 0. Y minus minus y, that's 2y, equal to 13 minus 5 is 8. We have 2y equal to 8, which is the same as y equal to 8 over 2, equal to 4. So our y is 4. So we'll substitute for y into any of the equations, either equation 1 or equation 2. Let's take equation 2. We have x minus y equal to 5, and our y is 4. So we have x minus 4 equal to 5, which is the same as x equal to 5 plus 4. X is equal to 9. So we have y as 4 and we have x as 9. But let's remember, recall 3 to the power of m over 2 is equal to x. So here we have 3. We named x to be 3 to the power of m over 2. 3 to the power of m over 2 equal to x. But since our x is 9, we'll then be having 3 to the power of m over 2 equal to 9. And that's 3 to the power of m over 2 equal to, this 9 can be written as 3 to the power of 2. So we have m over 2 equal to 2. So m is equal to 2 times 2. M is equal to 4. Okay, let's also recall that 2 to the power of m over 2 is equal to y. So since our y is 4, we'll have 2 to the power of m over 2 equal to 4. So 4 can be written as 2 to the power of m over 2 equal to 4 can be written as 2 to the power of 2. So we now have m over 2 equal to 2, meaning that m is equal to 2 times 2, and our m is equal to 4. So remember the question, 3 to the power of m minus 2 to the power of m equal to 65. So we are going to be verifying it. So let's verify. 3 to the power of m minus 2 to the power of m equal to 65. And our m is 4. So we have 3 to the power of 4 minus 2 to the power of 4 equal to 65. So 3 to the power of 4, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3, 27. 27 times 3 is 81. Minus 2 to the power of 4 is 16, equal to 65. So we have 81 minus 16, which is 65, equal to 65. So the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So our m is 4.